to take a couple of minutes and talk to you about rear sights. Now, with so many choices out there, it can be really hard to determine exactly what you want. But the three things that most of us are looking for: top quality, durability, and affordability. Now I'd like to take a little bit of time and show you the two sights that Midwest Industries has to offer. These are flip-up rear sights. We have the ERS, Emergency Rear Sight, and the SPLP, same plane, low profile. These are very sturdy, very durable sights. I've had them on my rifles for years now, and they have performed outstandingly. And I thought I'd just take a couple minutes and give you a look at them. First up, the ERS, Emergency Rear Sight. Now, it is a flip-up sight. As you can tell, it's very stout. Has a windage adjustment. Dual apertures, close range, and smaller one for distance shooting. Has a locking detent. Now, when folded down, the ERS measures approximately 3/4 of an inch off your rail. So it's not really configured for a low profile type setup, but it will work in conjunction with either a red dot or a hollow sight. As we see here. Now, given this is a 68H, it'll give us a lower third co-witness with our same plane low profile front sights. And it also works good with your higher optic mounts, as seen here with the ADM Recon H. As you can tell, we have plenty of space given this higher mount, so plenty of room to clear our scope. Definitely a robust and stout rear sight for those emergency moments. Next up, the SPLP, same plane, low profile. Now, this sight is specifically designed to be a low profile sight with a low profile optic setup. Being when folded down, it lays less than a half an inch off your rail, 0.475 to be exact. Now, like its counterpart, it does share the same characteristics as that. You have a windage adjustment for left and right. You have the dual aperture for close range and distance. You have hash marks down here to determine exact windage settings. It too has a locking detent. Flips up, locks into place. Also very solid. Now, this sight works perfectly in conjunction, as I said, with a low profile optic setting. As we see here with our Vortex magnifier and Burris red dot, you can see that the SPLP lays down flat enough to clear our magnifier. It also works in conjunction with your lower scope mounts, such as the Recon S. As we see here, this is a Recon S-1. As you can see with our Leopold Mark AR, the SPLP lays flat enough to clear the ocular bell. Okay, let's get to a couple of technical notes. Now, the ERS and SPLP work intricately with any of the Midwest Industries front sights or their sight towers, such as the same plain low profile front sight for your free float handguards, or in this case the flip up sights for the rail gas blocks and the one for the AR-10. And it also, either sight will work with your standard GI A2 front sight. Now, these sights are machined from 6061 T6 aluminum. They receive an anodized T3 mil-spec hard coating. The T-bolt and aperture shaft are manufactured from hardened steel, receive a black oxide hard coating to protect against wear and corrosion. They are made 100% in the USA by hard-working American men and women such as yourself, and have a lifetime guarantee. They also come in 3 colors: flat dark earth, OD green, and of course basic black, my personal favorite. So what do you say we take a quick look at installing one and doing a rough sight in? Alright, we're going to get ready to install our SPLP on our CMMG upper. Now, just a quick note, Midwest Industries has upgraded their sights a little bit as far as your T-screw, where now they're using a recessed slotted screw over the previous model of a Allen cap screw. This also gives it a slimmer and more low profile design. Installation is very simple. Loosen your T-screw, find your desired placement, there you go. Tighten it up. And there you go. Installation is that easy. Now you're ready to sight it in. Let's take a look at a tip or two on how to get it rough sighted in. Now, sighting in your SPLP or the ERS, you can do it through the normal ways. Go out to the range, start at a particular distance. Now, as you can see, the hash marks here, and there are very audible clicks on the adjustments. Now, each windage adjustment on here depends on the particular rifle. For 16-inch barrels, each click is equal to 0.65 inches MOA at 100 yards. For a 20-inch barrel, it is 0.5 inches MOA at 100 yards. Now, you guys out there with your SBRs and 18s and 22s, well, and basically you'd have to do the math or just get out and kind of play with it. Now, I've rough sighted this in a little bit, and I'm going to show you a little trick here in a second. We're going to see if we can zoom in. Now, I sight my backup sights in at 50 yards. That's just my personal preference. Some do it at 100, some do it at 200. So it's just depending on what distance you really want to set them for. Now, this is pretty close, but a little trick I want to show you. If you have a red dot sight already sighted in for your rifle, you can do it this way, and it'll help get you on the paper. Okay, now this is sighted in, this is our XTS 135, and it is sighted in for 50 yards. So I'm going to turn it on a fairly high brightness setting. Well, maybe that's too bright. Let's see here. I'm going to give it some clicks here. Alright, now basically, being that the red dot is sighted in, we have a lower third co-witness. Adjust your front sight accordingly, and then adjust your windage to your red dot. Let's see what this looks like here. Almost dead on. And it takes a little bit of playing with to be able to do that. So for the most part, red dot sighted in at 50 yards. I've adjusted the windage to use my red dot as my aiming point. Now you can do it several other ways too. You can, as I said, do it the old-fashioned way, or you can use a bore sighter or what have you. But it's just one little tip to help you get on the paper. Alright, just a few closing words. Well, my friends, pretty much wraps up another one. If you're looking for a rear sight, I hope I piqued your interest. They are top quality, durable, and affordable. The ERS and the SPLP. Now, Midwest Industries also sells a fixed rear sight. If that might be to your liking, you might want to take a look at that too. But not only do they carry the rear sights, they have several models of front sights to look for. So, if you're in the market for a complete set, they do offer sight packages from time to time. So, several different models to choose from. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Midwest Industries. I'll put their link in the description below. So, I've had them on, like I said, I had them on my rifles for several years, and they have performed outstandingly. This is Ethron 1 for Midwest Industries. Get some. Till next time, people, have a good one.